Hello everybody, I am back out in a forest, my natural ground. As some of you know, I do love a good forest, and this is very much a World War II area, and this is my first find. You can see, at least I hope you can see, the pattern on the inside of that, and then you've got these stripes here. This is part of the brass ring that goes around a shell casing, and the markings in it to show you that this is fired. If it was smooth it wouldn't have been, but this has been fired. It gets that from the barrel when it's fired. So yeah, cool. But there is another signal right next to it, which I'm assuming is probably the same, but it isn't. Okay, it's a bullet tip. Okay, also very cool. He definitely hit something. You can see how he's bent. But yeah, first two targets, shows I'm in the right area for war stuff. Moving on. Well, my third target is another bullet tip. I won't film all the bullet tips I'm going to find, because I think I'm going to find lots and lots of them, but you can see this one hit something really hard, gouged out a great piece of that and bent the tip over. Yeah, moving on. Well everyone, I'm not sure what I've stumbled on. I'm just walking through the woodland here, and there are some interesting dips in the ground just over here, so I'm going to have a look through there. There is a clear path between the trees going down there, so I'm assuming that was some kind of track. And then I came across this. Now it doesn't look like much. I know it doesn't look like much, but I don't know if you can see this green edge here running all the way around. This, although you can't see it, is a concrete lid. Yeah, you can see the side of it here. It's a concrete edge, so I don't know if that's a water drainage, but I don't think so, because it's really out in the middle of nowhere. That could be the top of some kind of bunker. Now that could be an interesting exploration. I didn't bring the right gear with me today, but I'll have a little look at it and then I'll go on through the woods. So I will be back with you in a minute. Well, as you can see, I've uncovered a little bit of this now, and you can see here that there is a space for a bar you can put in and lift this up. As I say, I'm not sure if this is water, but I don't have a crowbar and my spade isn't strong enough, so I think I have to come back to that on another day, but that could be something very interesting. Moving on. Well, next to that bunker, or what might be a bunker, although I'm still not sure about it, entrance, is this. It's a glass bottle, but look how thick that glass is. That would have been something interesting. Unfortunately, there's no numbers left on it, but I will keep looking. Well, I seem to have stumbled across an area where there are targets everywhere. Iron, perhaps an interesting target. There's all sorts going on here. And then I just found this just lying on the surface, and it's got quite a pattern on it. Yeah, it's a piece of iron, obviously, so I don't know if that's you know, it could be a piece off a stove, but that's interesting. Cool. I'm gonna keep looking. Moving on. Okay, so what I'm getting in this area is lots of the pieces of this, whatever it is. So it's obviously, I don't know which bit goes where, but it's obviously some kind of front or lid of something. Anyway, cool. We'll keep going. As you can see here, just lying on the surface are these pieces. More and more of this, whatever it was. It's got a really nice pattern on it. But yeah, there's loads of pieces of this. So I'm still mystery. I still think it might be some kind of cooking stove. But yeah, we'll see what else we can find in the area. Moving on. Well, I'm not sure what I just found. It looks like a bullet tip, but it's flattened on this side and on this side. So I don't see how that could have been done accidentally. I will take that home and clean that up. See if there's something on that. It could be that somebody's tried to make something. Cool. Moving on. So that one's a mystery to me. It's not a bullet. I don't yet know what it is. Has a hole in it. Could be interesting, but not sure. I'll be back with you in a minute. And another mystery item. It's got wood in the end of it. I don't know what it has there. It has these two markings either side. At first I thought it was a bullet casing, but I'm not so sure now. End of a cane, maybe? Okay, interesting. See you the next. Yeah, so not much of a wrap up with this one, other than the usual bullets and bullet casings, bullet tips, and shrapnel or pieces. That was an interesting find, the piece of the ring on the at the beginning of the video. Well, not interesting, but you know, I like that sort of thing. The brass rings, I can reuse them. I still have no idea what that is. Can't make out anything on it. You can see the wood in that. It's been a bit squished over. It could be part of a cane, I guess. And this thing is a total... Ooh, let me try and get it as focused as I can. It's a total mystery. You see it's been marked across here. It's totally flattened out on that side and on that side, but it looks like a fired bullet tip. I don't know if this is some kind of trench art. It's possible. Anyway guys, sorry it's not much of a wrap up with this one, but as you can imagine on war sites, the 10-hole digs are very difficult, and I'm thinking of changing them slightly for war digs. Otherwise I'm just mostly going to end up doing 10-hole bullet digging, which I don't think is so interesting for you guys. Maybe one video or so like that, but if you have any ideas, let me know. I'm always looking to improve things. Very much appreciate you all. Thanks for all of the subscribers that are joining. I really appreciate that, and I will be back with more soon.